Craig, a 4-1 victory against Porthmadog in the end on Tuesday night. Now you sit here a few days on, was there a particular aspect of the performance that pleased you the most?
Yeah, I think that, we said on the night that the really pleasing bit was, I think, was getting some of the younger players some much needed first team competitive games experience. So, you look at it and, Tom Jones, 17, Guion, we all know about Guion anyway, but he's not long turned 18. Reece Thompson, 18, Jake again. I think we all think, Jake's been here for a long time, been involved for a while, but Jake's only 19. So, yeah, we've got, Owen comes off the bench and gets a penalty as well. So Riley was on the bench at the same time as well. I believe was it six players in the match day squad of 18 that have come through the academy. So now it was really pleasing, and also they've done really well, which was really pleasing.
Well, the academy was awarded Category A status back in May. How important is it to have that pathway to link the academy to the first team?
Yeah, I think it's imperative. It really is. It's happened that way for a long time. The first time was here, there was players coming through the system. The likes of Scott Quigley was one of the high profile ones that come through, and there's a Ryan Kershaw and Ryan Jones and a few others that come through at the same time. Andrew Witchley's a goalkeeper from when I was at Alex Ramsey come through as well. So that was it's always been and then now obviously more up to date, Ben Clark's come through and established himself as a top Welsh Premier League player. So yeah, it's really important. The more we can get through, the better. It just gives a little bit more, hope and a little bit more encouragement to the players that are also in the academy now, that if you get your head down, work hard and do the right thing, you'll get an opportunity, which is certainly, for being such a, successful club, we give opportunities to young players. And we were really pleased with that on Tuesday night.
Well, the draw for the Nathaniel MG Cup quarter-final is taking place tonight, and I guess from your perspective, you'll be hoping to see a home draw when that tie is made tonight.
Yes, of course. You always want a home draw, the cup competition. Obviously, I think it's still regionalised at this point, so it'll only be between Prestatyn and Colwyn Bay, Guilsfield, and Crestford. So we know roughly who we're going to get, and it'd be nice to get a home draw. And like as we said, we're involved with 4 competitions, including the Welsh Premier League. Then we want to go to the latter stages, if not win every single one, including the Challenge Cup, so yeah, it's something that we've got good young players. We're starting to get 5 or 6 bodies back again now, so we're going to have 20, 18, 19, 20 first team players, senior players that are going to be ready and need game time. So now it's good.
Speaking of draws, the second round of the Welsh Cup draw was made last night. It'll be a trip to Rhythm Town in a couple of weeks' time. Are you happy with the outcome of that one?
Yeah, I've been up to Rhythm a few times. I've been there watching games, before, and they've got a great setup there. I know they've invested a lot of money and time into the club lately. With recently getting floodlights, the pitch is very good. They've done other stuff to the ground as well. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Proved last year. Chirk in the first round this time last year, we had to go through on penalties. So it's never going to be easy, and we're never going to take it easy. I'll get the opportunity before the game comes round to go and watch Rhythm live, to give them, show them the respect that they're due, and do our due diligence and make sure we know enough about them to be prepared, ready to play them.
Well, it is back to league action tomorrow night. We travel to Cardiff Met. Kincoid campus has traditionally been a tricky ground for the new Saints to visit in recent years, and we've had mixed results there in the past.
Yeah, it was like night and day last year, wasn't it? I think we won heavily in one game, didn't we? Then we beat our only game of the season there. So it's Ryan's got a very good team there. He's got good coaches there. They're well organised. We've got good lads there. They're fit. They're young, they're athletic. They're a club that are well run. So yeah, it's always going to be hard. I don't care who you are. Cardiff Met is one of the toughest fixtures away, in this league. So yeah, it's going to be tough. Obviously they're on the back of getting a bit of a beating on Saturday. It's the way it's Connors Key, so they're not going to want to. They're going to come out fighting with a point to prove, and and that's always dangerous. But we just need to make sure we look after ourselves. We're obviously in good form ourselves, and going into the game. And like I said, we're getting 2 or 3 players back fit, and we're getting another 2 or 3 players back, getting some match fitness on Tuesday and the Saturday before that. So yeah, it's one we're looking forward to. But again, it's going to be a tough game.
Have any of the young players that featured on Tuesday done enough to force their way into your plans?
Yeah, they've done really, really well. You know, they'll be involved as they have been for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks as well. You know, it's not been a one-off. You know, you look at all them lads, maybe take Owen out of it, and Riley, that all of them have played some part in first team action over the last 4 or 5 weeks, because we've A, they're good enough, and B, that we've needed to because of senior players, you know, injuries. You know, so yeah, they'll be involved again, and you know, then again, it's the opportunity to do everything they can. Every day in training is important. Every minute you get on a pitch in a match competition, every minute they play away in the reserves or play in the youth team, then that's really important. So they've got standards to hit now, and you know, and they're going to be judged on it now. That now they've pushed themselves in the first team, and the bar raises a little bit, and they're going to be judged on performing in the first team as much as anything else.
I know we spoke about Ryan Brobble in the build to the Haverford-West game last week.
Yeah.
Superb performance from him, wasn't it? A hat-trick in the space of 9 minutes. Is he in contention to start tomorrow, and how important will he be?
Ryan played another 45 minutes, didn't he? We've just got to be careful. You know, we've got to make sure we get these players in. And like I said, Ryan didn't play too many minutes, should I say, better than he probably should have, but needs must, etc., etc. He got through it brilliantly, which was great. You know, no hangover from that, no soreness, no secondary injuries, etc. So Ryan's well on the way to being fully fit again. You look at his quality. I don't think anyone needs to speak about his quality. You know, he is and has been and will be one of the best players that's played in this league. So it's about looking after Ryan, getting him fit, getting him match fit, and making sure he's fit enough to go and perform and play in the team week in, week out without breaking down.
And finally, what's the general injury and availability situation with the squad in general?
Yeah, it's a good one today. Good morning today. You know, Jared trained today, Rory trained today, John Router trained today, Ash Baker trained today. So I think that's about it. I think the only one at this moment in time that's is well and truly out is Deck still, which is ongoing. You know, he's recovering from a post operation, and he's going to be another 5-6 weeks. So you know, we know where we are with Deck. You know, but all the rest of the lads trained with the first team today. So we've got a few back, and it's going to be a few headaches for myself, but you know, it's good because we've got lots of games coming thick and fast midweek, Saturdays, Tuesdays, Fridays. You know, it's good, so we get plenty of minutes shared around.